Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza 2 and the mysterious person who you didn't expect to be the inebriated one. I'm the mysterious JG.
He didn't mention he was inebriated. Lethal is sober this evening.
Yes,
And I'm also lethal.
I didn't mean that either one of us was inebriated. You just might be surprised that he was inebriated. The surprising answer that it's neither of us may surprise you. So last time I think we had hit the point where it's like, well, whatever we need to do next as far as monsters in the DLC goes, it's going to involve some alchemy. We are beyond the point of being saved by anything else. So we spent a little time doing stuff like pursuing treasures with Street Fighter Cammy and her thief friends and all the rest. But eventually, there came a moment of me having to do alchemy. So off screen, we now have... This is the wrong slot, I think. Yeah, I think I must have opened up the wrong slot, because this is the wrong gear. Interesting, but stupid. Yeah, alright, so I'm on the wrong slot. Let's vamp for a moment, shall we?
He thought he had the right one.
I thought
Lethal was, of course, dubious this would be the case, and as frequently is the case, Lethal is correct.
Well,
he nods to himself.
This is the slot I meant to... Maybe I just, like, cursored down to the wrong slot. I don't want to go to the autosave, because I did experiment with whether or not we were ready for what is yet to come. And I don't want to lose any on-screen stuff. Oh, no, fuck me. Okay, I know what it is. It's not the accessories we changed. I changed our items around. And actually, our accessories probably are suboptimal, but I think our items are now good enough that it doesn't matter that we don't have the best accessories in the history of the world.
That's good.
So there is she used to have like a rose bomb, and she had a donut. Well, now we have not applicable. This one I felt that, I should give credit where it's due to the person who actually put together the guide I followed, so maybe I'll look it up between videos. But yeah, I looked at a kind of a guide to stuff you might use. And it particularly helped me figure out how to build an elixir, which I think is going to be the real key to us not dying all the time. It turns out a fully leveled up elixir with an EV effect tacked on top of it is better than a donut for keeping your party alive.
My god, not just in Final Fantasy IX is he using elixirs. In this game, he's using elixirs too. Holy shit, he's grown so much, folks.
So we have the not applicable, which is an explosive made from an Omega Craft and a Grand Bomb. Because in fact, yes, I off-screen made 2 maxed out items to merge together into this maxed out item. It still kind of sucks. Like, I'm not that impressed by it, except for the fact that it has this effect that when you launch the attack, the guide I was reading says it decreases their defense. That's either a typo or I did something weird wrong. But we ended up with something that reduces the enemy's attack, which I think is going to be super handy against bosses. Otherwise, it just deals raw damage, but I think our best raw damage is actually coming from those skill attacks, where it's like, I can't even remember what they're called, but it involves someone jumping up and doing a fancy pose, and it's not an item. It just does damage. Those have been super good. We've also got...
The Dark Implosion.
So the Poison Thorn Prison is basically taking the poison item we were using and combining it with something else, and I don't know, again, if this is really that amazing. It can inflict poison, it can inflict restraints, it's hitting a little more often than the last one was. But the real showstoppers here, we got the astronomical clock. You may recall this from the last game. This has given us free tactic levels right at the beginning of the battle. Because of the way that skills work in this game, you don't have to, then lose hit points to get core charges back. You could just get a bunch of tactic levels and use them to get back core charges. So it's kind of nothing about this that isn't awesome. And the elixir is the real key. It's healing everybody. It's giving everybody regen. Not haste plus regen, sorry, not that powerful. It's removing status effects. It removes KO, so even if 2 people are down and Ryza uses this, they come back to life with a good amount of hit points.
And I also noticed that everyone has these.
Everyone has these, because I got it to the point where even Patty, who's actually god-awful with items, she's able to use it too. And it's got no. I mean, they have stats for like how powerful can an item be before you're allowed to use it, and you can engineer it to where Patricia's allowed to use it.
I'm just laughing because it's like an old people phone that has like 3 buttons on it. All right, Patricia. Or all right, Patricia. This is the one you press for me. This is the one for Claudia, and this is the one for Sarah. Okay.
We got your jitterbug all set up for you.
Exactly. That's what that thing is called.
Yes. But this also has something, and this is the real killer here. It's got something on it called Spirit's Blessing. This I like absolutely owe to that guide. I would not have known about this. This is like you go to the blacksmith and you combine it with an item that has nothing to do with elixirs, and it just gets this Spirit's Blessing. Every time we use this, and it stacks up to 3 times, we get like this, like across the board damage reduction. So there are times where you are at full health for everyone, and you still want to take an elixir because everyone just gets a mass defense buff up. And it wears off, but the clock resets if you use it again to get from level 1 to level 2. So basically every couple of turns for like you just want to keep using elixirs constantly so you constantly have this huge damage reduction.
Maybe JG has grown too much.
What I'm saying though is
elixirs like they're going out of style.
Well, because in this game, they're not. It's not like in Final Fantasy. Like,
I know.
You have 50 in the charge. This one's like use an elixir, then kick a poonie in the face 3 times. Voila! You can use an elixir again. So it's different.
I just have to give you some shit.
It's
good times.
Yes, yes. All right. So, but yeah. So we tested off screen. You remember how we fought the optional boss here, and it just on its first turn, it does an area of effect that kills everyone. Doesn't kill us in one shot anymore, so
it's good.
We can eventually go there, but we could also go to Sunflame Island and actually do stuff. So that's probably what we should do.
All right. It's a bit dangerous. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. So they will still come get it right in our face.
We're ready with the stick, though. The Plume de L'Oreal.
So we just want to use an elixir immediately. And, well, you know what? I should actually use an astrological clock instead of at first. And then we'll get the elixir next round.
Mm-hmm. So we can get our tactics level up.
Mm-hmm.
Free tactics levels from the government.
So once you know about the tactics level, get the money. Oh, that was an ugly amount of damage we took. Let's do an elixir. And then just hang out for a second.
I like how even our support member gets to be in the shot.
Mm-hmm. She's getting elixir too. Why wouldn't she? So now we've got like status effect block, continuous HP recovery level 3, damage reduction level 2. But it's got all this like fancy pants shit. It's great. Stats are boosted by 10% across the board. It's lovely. You'll notice one of those pixie ladies shot us in the face. It didn't do shit.
You don't have to have like body temp or clear head or any of that crap. Just say no to all stats effects.
I ain't gotta spend crystals or any of that shit.
Now we are the boys.
We have a fatal drive ready. Oh, I also switched. We're now using hollow targeting, which will increase critical rate and skill damage. And I don't care about it that much. It's just that, the poison bomb thing we were using did suck. So, Dark Explosion was kind of garbage.
All right.
Let's use an NA. Why wouldn't we?
Not applicable. Your lives.
I probably didn't play this very well.
Well, it's about to be broken.
Yeah, and I think it's not even going to be able to hurt us anyway.
Oh, I guess we'll see. Magic explosion. Oh, she could come up here and grab us if she was fast enough.
Yeah, we're broken, but you can't hurt us none. Would you just take your goddamn turn, the Ryza?
Well, sorry, I'm broke. I'm waiting for my paycheck to come in. That was just her who was the one who was broke. It's still taking a while to cut through these damn things.
Yeah, no, it's way harder to kill us, and we are slightly better at killing them. Let's just use every point ever.
Let's use it all. Hollow targeting. Everyone's going Super Saiyan. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to feel damage?
Yeah. It doesn't seem impressive at all. It feels really good when you've been trying to beat these things as many times as I have off screen.
Man, I think we could take the capital with this build.
I think we could take the loop.
Yeah, we should tell Zerfall, instead of throwing those pineapples this next year, you should just get some elixirs.
Throw a not applicable, see if that does it.
Make sure to get through that first window, though. You don't want that bouncing back on you.
Yeah, I'm not that impressed by the NA. I wonder if there's a different thing we should have built instead, but... It might just be like you've got to do a lot of configuring to get it to where items are your big damage thing in this game. Ow. Well, we're all broken, but none of us are really that hurt.
We know what time it is. Elixir time.
And it's very easy, unless you're constantly pausing and checking, you do lose track. You don't know exactly what level of damage reduction debuff you got, so... We're gonna, like, against super bosses, we're gonna want to be throwing some shit around for security purposes. Let's just poison you.
We'd even go for a fatal drive right now if we wanted.
I'm gonna see if I can get her dizzy first, and then... No, she's gonna die now before I can do it. I'll try.
Fatal drive! Grand chariot!
Fatty chariot! I ain't never scared, what? I ain't never scared, what?
Oh, that's a neat little pose there at the end, too.
Girls don't look at explosion show. No, no, no.
Blessed feather.
Neat.
And they are still going to come after us, though. Like, even after we just stomp their friends, so... We don't want to just waste a lot of time. We still probably just want to evade.
Now for the real challenge.
He says.
Will it be even easier than those? Is this the same place we saw that thing a couple of episodes ago? Or was it last episode? I can't remember.
Fellow unzipped his trousers.
Yeah, this is where that monster attacked us at least 2 times before.
Be careful, it could still be lurking nearby. Are we ghosts? Did that thing murder us? I'm very pale.
That's just how you always is.
I suppose. There it is.
Well, here comes again, yo.
That's with camera.
the Raider of Infernos.
Should get a start with Elixir, just to, and use Astronomical Clock to extend. Set us up for a minute if we can get a astronomical clock there.
All right, the clock is online.
Clock is set. I dropped the net.
I'm just picturing like a clothes hamper coming down this thing. It rattles around, and there's, oh, we got it. Is that easy?
It's mousetrap.
Pretty alright damage. Yeah, and once you find these effects that just say, hey, just generally don't take damage at all,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a hard time.
Well, the enemy's gonna have a hard time. So now we've reduced this damage and increased our not damage, and we're still, like, as you pointed out, it still takes for fucking ever to do anything to this guy, but...
Heading in a bit of a pickle here. Also,
yeah,
Ryza
actually,
taking some
we're
damage.
already in trouble again. I think our damage reduction stuff is already worn off.
Oh,
Fortunately.
there's only one thing for it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're only at level 1. I guess seems like Elixir rather than the astronomical clock is the way to reapply that stuff.
Yeah, getting the early astronomical clock on there is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Just so you can get the tactics levels to get more CDCs faster.
Yeah.
Swallow Blight, that's a new one. I didn't even eat the blight. How to swallow it? Don't even ask.
You don't want to know.
Ancient.
Oh, deep threat of that, Lloyd.
I was gonna say ancient Australian secret. Lethal just looking at that light bar. Alright, there it goes. Woof. No damage.
But we're gonna break it fairly soon. The question would be, do we want to fatal drive and then rebuild our meter after that? That might be just for fun. Get to actually use more than one fatal drive.
I mean, sure. We haven't invested too much time into this. We might as well have some fun. Once it is broken.
It's this battle or this series, but yeah.
Ah, perfect timing.
Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do actually is throw... See if I can do astronomical clock on Patty, poison thrown on it, hollow targeting on Patty, and then I'll switch to Patty and do her fatal drive so we can see her fatal drive.
Ah.
And now we're gonna see if I can actually switch characters what I want to. And he's already acting. Alright, fatal, come on, fatal drive.
Gotta hold it.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. That's weird.
Flawless desire.
Get over here, Tao.
Just my heads it, we're done. I was just looking at how much damage that took off. It was probably less than 1/10 of its health.
Yeah, I don't know that other than getting to see their fatal drives, I don't think that was actually a good use of our time and energy here.
It's alright, we have astronomical clocks to get this back online.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like these boss fights are going to be fast, but it is certainly much more approachable than it ever was before.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'm impressed that we went from... We did Fatal Drive, but we only used one clock and we're already up to Tactics Level 4.
Well, it wasn't an enormous clock.
Oh, okay. See, like, that did as much as Patty's Fatal Drive right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand how fatal drives are governed. We've got a lot of Woppets that are increasing our skill damage. So it might be that the skill damage is just going to be a better deal for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and use that not applicable just because it does that damage. It reduces his damage. The main reason not to use a bunch of items is just that it gives Ryza a longer wait time. Because we're getting CCs back kind of at will. I do believe we're going to have to eat this attack. I don't think we're going to do anything about it in time.
You're not going to quick item and at least try to slow down the buffer?
I'll do a non-quick item.
A slow item, got it.
I'm just going to stack elixirs so we stack the defense boost. Yeah.
That was a really impressive looking attack. Shame it didn't do much damage.
It really looked amazing, didn't it? So that's a big difference between the Ryza 1 and the Ryza 2. We can do stuff to reduce their damage. Whereas Ryza 1, it was all about, like, you've got to be able to quickly stun them when they're going for the big, because, like, you will not survive the big. In this game, it's like, well, you're not going to be able to stun them on the command, but you can make it so that the big is survivable. And, why not just use everything?
We got the grant. Use it. You won't get broken. Now, if you could please consent to taking damage, that would also be cool. There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm not usually watching its HP because I'm looking at other things, but you're right, it is just creeping down. This is not a fast process.
Those skills are still doing fantastic damage, and here we go again.
Alright, not applicable. Elixir. Maybe an astronomical clock. Not going to bother with the poison this time. But a nice damage reduction right before its attack doesn't seem out of place. You know, I'm getting really tired of its face, too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will do a poison. Oh, he got hit with snare. I'm not sure what that does. Because it's not stopping him from acting. Maybe we can stun him. Nope.
Use his tail whip.
You know what? I want to see another Fatal Strike.
Okay. Odds are we will get another, well, here it is anyway.
Oh, I sincerely want to kill you!
She's breaking the glass ceiling. Multiple glass ceilings. Now with wings.
One of those light shows.
Resistance is down. Whoa. I think it's really Claudia's moves that give that resistance down. They're really powerful.
It is now weak to not applicable because it is stunned. But I think I'll concentrate on getting our tactic levels back. Maybe while it's broken, it's more susceptible to bad status? Yeah, so I don't think we're stunning it again. I think this is it. This is where we just kill it.
We shouldn't need to.
Feel a little bad now, and I suppose we could switch people around because the armors are interchangeable and everyone's wappets are okay. But now it feels like poor Clifford and what's her name, Sari. They'll never get another chance to murder a giant monster. But well, they should have been better characters then, huh?
I mean, Sari is appearing in this fight. It's more than a lot of people can say.
She's occasionally getting elixir boosted.
One more grand chariot to send you off.
I really hope this works. So I'll feel a bit silly if it doesn't.
Kaioken times 10.
What Kaioken?
All right, the show's over, folks.
And it is. Oh, fine then. Be that way. No, no.
Third time's a charm.
And no. We got Demon Claws. Doesn't really feel like that much of a reward, but what you gonna do?
We get progress, which is the real reward. God damn. Is it over?
I think so. I've never... Sorry, I think so. I mean, I think so. Whew, I need to take a little break. I was fighting very hard in that battle. I really didn't think we'd see something like that here. I really enjoy Alent.
I didn't think we'd see something like that here.
The monster that already killed us.
Here 2 times before and mysteriously got transported back to the Atelier. What do you mean?
I mean, there's something charming about the fact, and it makes me wonder, even I'm not going to go back and do it, don't worry. Other bosses that we beat on the first try, and whether there was you came back for a rematch dialogue. But it's kind of charming they have dialogue when you come back to a monster that already whooped your ass. But it does make that dialogue a little weird. Seriously, how did it even get here? I doubt it's been here this entire time. It must have found its way here after all the people were gone. Bad luck for us. Bad luck of the Irish. You gonna say something, Claudia, or just no? Or... Hey, there's more to this area. Oh, you're right. It's gonna take us a while to explore everything. At least a couple of videos. Just thinking of there being more monsters like that waiting for us is making my spine tingle.
Well, that's probably a hernia. I mean, yeah, we'll have to stay on our toes moving forward.
Will they have to stay on their toes? Is Lent developing a hernia? We'll find out about these things and more next time, folks. I can basically guarantee it. If we don't answer your hernia questions with Lent, I will give you the money that you gave me back. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.